Franklin Clinton is often seen as the young, ambitious dreamer of Grand Theft Auto 5. The guy who wants more out of life than the small-time gangbanging streets of Los Santos. But there's a layer to Franklin's story that most players overlook. He's not just chasing success, he's chasing identity. From the very beginning, Franklin is surrounded by people who define him based on where he comes from. Lamar calls him soft. Denise calls him selfish. And even Simeon uses him as a tool. Everyone tries to tell Franklin who he is, and the entire game is about him figuring that out for himself. When Franklin meets Michael, it's easy to assume he finally finds a mentor, but if you pay attention, their relationship is much deeper and much darker. Michael doesn't just teach Franklin about crime. He teaches him about control, manipulation, and survival in a world where loyalty means nothing. Franklin sees Michael as the kind of man he wants to be, rich, respected, and free. But by the end of the story, Franklin realizes that Michael is just another version of what he's been trying to escape. A man trapped by his past, lying to himself about being happy. Franklin's greatest fear is becoming that. There's also a quiet tragedy in Franklin's rise. He cuts ties with everyone who defines him, but that freedom comes with isolation. When you visit his house after he moves to Vinewood Hills, it feels empty. No family, no Lamar, no Tanisha. He has everything he thought he wanted, yet he's more alone than ever. Rockstar subtly shows this in how his dialogue changes. Early in the game, Franklin talks about dreams, hustle, and making moves. Later, he sounds tired, even detached. He becomes part of the high life, but he's lost the sense of belonging that once grounded him. A major part of Franklin's character arc also deals with morality. Out of the three protagonists, he's the one most capable of change. Trevor is chaos personified, Michael is trapped in denial, but Franklin still has a conscience. That's why the final choice in the game, whether to kill Michael, Trevor, or risk everything to save both, means so much. It's not just a choice about loyalty, it's about identity. Killing either man means repeating their mistakes. Saving both means taking control of his own future, refusing to let anyone else dictate what kind of man he becomes. Franklin's story mirrors Los Santos itself. Flashy, ambitious, but hollow underneath. He climbs to the top only to realize the view isn't what he expected. And that's what makes him one of Rockstar's most human characters. Beneath the cars, money, and missions, he's a young man who wanted to be somebody, only to learn that success can feel just as empty as failure. Grand Theft Auto V may end with Franklin standing tall, but the real question is whether he's truly free or just another product of the city that breaks everyone who chases the dream too hard.